Open KineMaster. Yeah, and we create a new project. 16 by 9. Those are different resolutions of project. Different dimensions. This one is one for full screen YouTube one, horizontal. It's horizontal. You can see it with the way the shape is. This is a YouTube dimension. 16.9 is a YouTube dimension. 1.1 is Facebook. 1916. 1.1 is Facebook, Instagram. Also, you can use 916 for Facebook, Instagram as well. This 916 is the vertical one, for vertical opposite of this 16.9. So we're going for 16.9. There's a regular film that is usually slanted full screen in auto rotate, auto landscape. Yeah, landscape. So those other ones are portrait, landscape. So I go to media. I can select a video or a picture. So if I'm having a video, I can pick a video. But if I'm having pictures, the likes of the one the priority of the word of God that you saw, that one, I mixed both videos and pictures together. Those videos and pictures, they they could interpret what was being preached. Like they could as in they could be a presentation of what was being preached. In that priority of the word of God, you could see a tree growing. A tree growing. That one I fixed it in the portion where Papa was speaking of growth. He was speaking of growth. I put it there. So that one, there's a sync there. There's an alignment there, so I had to put it there. Also, like that. So we use the pictures to interpret the message. Simply, any picture that close that is a close interpretation, very close. It doesn't have to require the picture being the best interpretation. Sometimes we can get the pictures that best interpret the words that are being expressed, but sometimes we don't get to see them unless if you can create them on our own, afresh, custom. But in cases where we can't create stuff like that, we have to improvise. You understand? Just make sure we give a picture that the interpretation is very close to it, and we don't want it to be spooky. For example, when we are talking about angels, we don't want spooky, just putting pictures of beings like that. No, we don't want it to be spooky. Just a simple representation, a simple interpretation. You understand? So that's what we are trying to do. So okay, now I now pick. Let me see my pictures here. Let me see if I pick this. Pick this. Pick this. I 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 pick this. So I keep picking them like that. I can pick a picture too. I pick that. Okay. What else? I pick this. Pick this. So I pick them more like that, depending on the duration of the stuff. So of the audio that I want to interpret. So I pick them more like that. So that's how it works. That's how it works. I pick them more. So when I'm done picking them, I can now go back like by pressing on it like this. So that's how it works. You see this red stuff? You know, this is a progressive timeline. They call this this below timeline. If I'm going to press this button by the left, you see the one that blinks. That's what I press. So you see it right down below is the timeline. Oh my. I've done some mistakes there, like some mishandling. So you see this red vertical line. This red vertical line is to measure the how will I call it, the points. Is for you to navigate through the points which you want to add something to on your timeline. What you like, the point where you want to add is just like a measurement, just like a ruler. You understand? Okay, now I'm right here. You see, I'm on this picture here. Let me go back like that. You see, I'm on this picture here like this. You see the red spin is there. So you see, this is the beginning of the picture. So if I want to add something to it, it means that I'm going to add it right at this point where the red line is. So the red line, it shows it's just like my pointer, like my navigation to move to any point within the timeline where I want to add stuffs to, where I want to add either pictures, images, stickers, text, anything like that. So if I want to add anything like text, I go to layer. Layer means, for example, now you see I'm on a picture here. I'm not adding media. Like I'm on a picture here. I'm already on a how will I say it? It's like this ones here. These ones that I'm clicking here, they are films. They're like films. You understand? They're like portions of films. You understand? So anything I want to add more over all these ones, it means I want to lay it on it. You understand? They are layers. They are called layers, meaning I want to lay it on it. So that's why you see a layer button here by the left here, as in by the right here in this cycled menu. You see a layer button here. So if I click on the layer button, you see I have media again. This same media, I have it there. That means I can lay a media upon this one. So whatever I'm going to be adding after I've added a media like this, it's going to be a layer. It's going to be a layer. That is, I'm going to be laying it upon it. You understand? Just like a board. You bring a board now and you want to draw. You are putting things on it. You are putting just like your background. Yeah. Just like your background. So when you have a background, this stuff serves as background. You understand? Background. It could be a video. It's already a background. So if I want to put anything on top of it, it means I want to lay it upon it. You understand? And that's the English word, layers. So laying anything upon it. For example, now let me take a full screen here, like this one now. This one here. So I want to lay something on it. So when I want to lay, I don't click. I just move. I move it like this. Okay, I want to lay it at this point. You see Power Director there. I can do something like that. So I lay that. I can add a text. These are overlays. These are effects. Overlays are like shapes, other 3D stuffs like that. So you can see spotlights, 3D arrows. So these ones are animated stuffs. The animated elements. So here I want to add layer. Then I want to put this. You see, is a sequence. Sequence meaning that it started from 0 increasingly. You know, and we are dealing with time here. The sequence. We are dealing with time here. So right here I put it here. Okay, layer. I want to add a text. So I add a text. Power Director, in the similitude of what was written there. Power Director. So okay, you can see that. Power Director. You see that? So you see the two-sided arrow. That's the one for the resizing. That's for resizing. So I click on it and I drag it up and down to resize it. You understand? To resize it. Then I can now, touch it and navigate it to any point I want to add it to. Any point I want it to stay. Any point I want it to stay on my background. So the picture will serve as this picture here will serve as a background. Even if it was a video, it will serve as a background as well. So I'll add a video too as well to make an example. Serve as a background. So this is it. Power Director. So now Power Director is here. So you see I'm at this portion of Power Director. It's longer. Here is the transition, where the transition will be. Transition. Let me give you an example of a transition. Transition. There are many transitions, like the animation that you see between one clip and another clip. Between one scene and another scene, they are like scenes. These are scenes. So between one scene and another scene, those are transitions. So that's the fade in, fade out transition. So I can have a lot of transitions like that. And transitions do have transition time. You see, this is 0.5 seconds. This is 1. This is 0.5. How will I call it? Yes, seconds. And this is 1 second. This is 1.5 seconds. You understand? Like that. That's the duration of the transition. That's the speed of the transition. Yeah, the speed of the transition. So if I put it at 0.5, it will be very, very fast. Look at it, it's blinking. So 1 to take a while, 1.5 to take a while. Understand? So that's how it is. So we do that to make it cinematic, like a film. That's what we call cinematic. You make it cinematic, like a film. Understand? So that's how it goes. So I click this marked button at the top right. So that's it. So there are a lot of transitions through which I can click from. I can pick from. See them, there are a lot of them, and all these ones I downloaded them. KineMaster have assets. Look at it, you can see get more. So on everything that is here, every element, you can get more. You see text here. Okay, you see there are fonts of text here. When I click on the text, whatever you want to edit, you click on it. You see it. You see this right pane. You see the editing tools. I can animate it. You see in animation, that is the animation that introduces the text when it comes up. It's a series of things. Like I said, it's a sequence. As this scene passes by, you understand, as it moves progressively. You understand? I'm coming from here. It's a progressive thing. You understand? So as I'm coming from here, at this point that this power director is taking only this portion from 22 seconds. You can see 22.813 seconds to that means that's the portion through which power director text will be displayed in our movie. Will be displayed, and it's going to be displayed in this part, within this particular scene, to this point. You understand? That's how it is. So I will now decide. So it's for me to decide that, okay, for example, now if I want power director to take the whole portion, I want it to appear throughout my video, I'll just keep dragging it from the left like this. You see it? This is the right side. I can drag it on the right side. I can also drag it from the left side. So text give you that. You can drag from the right and the left. So my films as well, if I want to increase the duration, I can drag it from here like this. Also, if I want to cut it, that I don't want to do the dragging and dragging like that, so I just bring my line, this measuring line, I bring it to the point where I want to cut it from. So okay, I want to cut it from here to the right. Like I want to cut this from the right to this point. Like I want to cut it from my right. I want to cut out this right portion. I want to leave the left side. From my measuring line to the left is what I need. So from my measuring line to the right, I don't need it. So I'll just click on the clip. Then I go to this scissors. That's a trimming symbol. I want to trim it, so I go. You see, trim to the left. If I want to trim to the left, meaning that I don't need this left side, and everything that is on this left side, I don't need it. The left side of my measuring line of the clip, on the clip. You understand? This clip that I selected. So everything I don't need from the left, from the measuring line to the left, I don't need it. I'll trim to left, play ahead. You see it now. You see it removed now everything that is at the left side. Is from everything that is from my measuring line to the left is what it removed. You understand? So let me do undo. This undo right here, the undo symbol, you might be familiar with the undo symbol. This is the undo right here. So I undo it for you to see. Okay, so I undo it. You see that? So If I click on it again, I want it from the right, from my everything from my measuring line to the right. I don't want it, so I click trim to right of play ahead. You see that it brings it from that place, it moves that portion. So that's how it works. Also, I can also split. I can split. I want to split from this point. That okay, I want to separate this. I want to cut it, dividing it into two from this point where my measuring line is. So I just click split at play ahead. So it separates them and turn them into two different scenes, into two separate scenes. Yeah, you see that? That's what happens. Two separate. So that's how it is. So we do this to measure, like it's like a progressive sequence we arrange. It's a movie. Movie deals with time, duration. You understand? Different things come in different scenes. You understand? We are making a movie here. That's how it works. That's how it is. So in the tutorial, many tutorials I do watch, they don't really actually take time to explain this way. They only, use what's it called, navigational tools to tell you that this is what they are doing. So some don't. Some already concluded that you should be familiar with the environments before you came seeking for tutorials. So they just show you everything. It's even a simple thing that when you see what they are doing, when you get to do it yourself, to practice yourself, you know that okay, this is what this does, this is what this does. That's how I learned it myself too. So that's how it is. So now the audio is the same thing. If I want the audio to come to the beginning, you see this arrow here, to the beginning, to the end of the film. So to the beginning. So from wherever I want my audio to start playing from, that is where I'm gonna use my measuring line to navigate to that point I want my audio to begin from. So it's a sequence. It's a thing of sequence. You understand? It's a thing of sequence. One plays after the other. One comes in after the other. One stays. If one can stay the whole time, you understand that kind of thing. So it's a thing of sequence. One can stay the whole time throughout the movie, and one can just stay for 5 seconds. One can stay for 12 seconds. So that's how it is. So all the objects, the scenes, the clips, a scene cannot last the whole of the film unless it is defined to do so. You understand? Unless it is defined to do so. So that's how movies work. So here we are like creating a movie here ourselves, editing a video, deciding how the video should work, deciding the progressive. Even in normal film setting where they shoot a film, you understand? So when they are done with the scenes, recording the scenes, you understand, with video camera, when they are done recording the scenes, the editor can arrange it anyhow. The decision of the arrangement is in the hands of the editor. The editor is the author of that arrangement. So the director will have to work with the editor to guide him in order to put it in the sequence in which they want it to come, one scene after the other. You shouldn't bring the scene that was meant to come before one to put it at another point. You understand? It won't go well. So it's a sequence of a thing we are arranging. It's an arrangement. You understand? From one scene to another, from one clip to another, from one effect to another. You understand? It's a sequence. So that's how it is. So now you can see this text now. I can overlay here. I can overlay another thing here. So let me overlay text here. Let me put Power Director. Then let me see. It's a video editing app. Video editing app. Okay, can see that. So I put it right here. So let's now go to the point of animation. Animating a text. That is the entry. You see, it just comes. When it comes, it just comes. It's not really cinematic that way. It's not really fine that way. It just shows. No. So I just put it here. There's a starting animation and there's an entry animation and there's an exit animation. You understand? So that's what we call in animation. In animation is an entry animation. The animation that is upon the object while it comes upon the scene, comes upon the video. You understand? Why it appears into the video. You understand? So that's what in animation is. Out animation is why it exits the video, exits the scene, exits the background, the animation, that the movement that it takes. You understand? So that's what makes everything interesting. That's what makes the video look cool, makes it look cinematic, like I said the other time. You understand? The advertisements we see on TV, everything, that's what makes it nice, makes it cool, makes it fresh, makes it very gorgeous. You understand? So you can also do coloring. The coloring inside here, a lot of colors to choose from. You can mix them right here. So there are pretty much so many things you can do. So okay. Also, my clip, you see, my clip is not taking a full screen, and it's not good this way. My clip is not taking a full screen, so I can crop it, I can zoom it, I can make it take the full screen. You understand? So doing that, you can see this portion where you see a small box and a bigger box. That's showing you how you can zoom and pan and zoom. Like this, panning means you move the set, like setting a camera angle from what point. You understand? So moving the how will I say, the background. So you see it now. Let me click on it. You see now, pan and zoom. So this is the first point. That is started from the first point here. Look at where the measuring line is. So now I put it here. That's the starting position of that scene. The scene we have where Pastor Allah's pictures is. The starting position is the scene of that scene. So now this is the end position here. So I want what it's going to look like. I want to zoom it. What's going to look like. So in the starting position, I can decide that I want it this way. So I'll just drag it. I use my two fingers upon it. I pinch it, then I drag it in. I drag it in. I drag it in. I drag it in. You see, we have a full. What's it called? We have a full screen. We have a full screen here. We have a full screen. So like that. So my end position. For example, now I can double it. This equals to time sign means I want it to be the same for the both. Whatever I'm doing on the first one, I want it to be the same for the both. So so that makes it equal. It makes the the zoom, the elasticity of the zoom, that is the how will I call it, the length of my zooming. If I want it to be equal for both position, from the end starting position to the end position, meaning I don't want it to move. That's what I'm saying. I want it to be the same. I want it to just be a still picture. So that's why I put it like that. So I want it that way so I can measure the both at once. So then I can now remove it. Then go to the end. Now go to the end. I want the end to show this way. I want the end to be this way. It comes this way. So I'm pushing it up. You understand? I'm pushing it up. That's panning. Pushing up. So I want it to show this way. I want the end to be like this, meaning that it's going to move from that starting point, showing that portion I put on the starting point. Then the ending point is like this. That's another type of animation. Animating your scene. So that's why you can pan and zoom, animating your scene. So if for a video, you can do that for a video too. So it now depends on the quality of the lens, the quality of the video that was being recorded. So you zoom. We don't want anything to be blurry. You understand? Like now, this one is already blurry. We don't want to be blurry. We want our video to be quality. That depends on the megapixel of the picture. So we want it to be quality, that even if we zoom in, it will still be clear. It will be clear and sharp. Everything will still be bold, clear, sharp, gorgeous. We can see the content on the background. You understand? So that's how it is. So I click OK. You now see you see that it's animated. It's animated. So that's how it works. Pictures can be animated, videos can be animated. So that's how it works. So if I'm playing it from here, you see it's moving. So that's how it is. Video editing app will go away because it has reached its lifespan on the scene. It has exhausted its duration within the scene. You understand? They are like actors. You understand? Like we set the time that they should stay in the scene and the time that they should exit. The duration in which they will last on the scene. So that's how it is. So let's now animate the text. So in animation, there are a lot of animation you can choose from. You see fade. You see, this is the speed of the of the animation. That's the speed of the animation. 3 seconds, like I said the other time, 2 seconds. So every animation has a speed. Transition is animated because it moves. Understand? So they have their speed like that. So that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. So I can set it for any. So also for video editing app, you can set. Let me color it so I see it well. Yellow. Yeah. Power director. Let me give it blue. Okay. So if I move up here, you can see shadow. If I remove the shadow, that's why it's dark like that. There's a black shadow on it. I remove the shadow. You see that it's nice. It's looking cool and bright. I can put the glow. I can put outline color. Yes, and make it white. Yes, and you can't see it that way. But unless if I select the outline color to be red or yellow, you will see the effect on it. So yeah, you can see that. So that's how it is. That's how it works. So for video editing, if I click on video editing, you can click it on the screen, and most time it's best to click it on the timeline, on your timeline. So when you click it on your timeline, it will be very easy. It's very easy to click it on your timeline, because there are sometimes that you have so many things so many things you are laying on the background. So in order not to model up things to scatter the arrangement, you don't need to click on this background itself. You have to click on this, fetch the object you want to edit. You click on it using the timeline. You click on it on the timeline, so that makes it easier. So now there's still a shadow on this one, so off shadow. Yeah, the shadow makes it visible then, so I can leave it or I can change it. It's also a design, so that's how it works. So in animation, for video editing app, in animation, I want it to slide left, to come from the left, slide up, slide down. You have a variety of animation to choose. I like using enter. Like it's enter, anyone, pretty much anything you can choose, anything. Wipe right. So those are the animations, letter by letter, you understand? So wipe up. So, and this is the speed of it. Speed. Yeah. So that's how it is. So out animation, slide left. Yeah. Okay. For video editing, out animation, put slide up. For you to exit, slide up. Okay. Then it's also called overall animation. Overall, that is the animation it exhibits the movement of it during its stay. The in animation is only the movement while it comes in, while it appears on the scene. The out animation is the movement while it exits the scene, you understand? But the overall animation means while it is on the scene, the animation it takes while it is on the scene. So there's flicker, there's blink, show, pause, fountain, understand? A lot of the ring, so floating, drifting, you understand? Squishing. So you see it now that while it's playing, that will be its animation, its movement. Director, you see it's moving all through. Now that's going to be throughout its stay on the scene. It's going to move that way. So I've set it to act out that movement. So that's what overall animation means. So that's how it works. So more and more like that. So we arrange them on and on like that for us to achieve what we want to do. So when I'm done, I can now let me add a video. So I want to add a video at this point. So I add the video. Let me see. I have one video here. Let me see MC Lively. Okay. So I have the video. You can see this video too. You see this live that is on this video. It was actually laid on it. I can do an example of that. It was actually laid on that background. You understand? And also there's what we call motion background. Motion background, you see it now, motion background. So that is a background that moves. You see that is moving. Even while it comes up on the scene, you see it is still moving. So those are motion backgrounds. They call them motion backgrounds. That's a background that is animated, that has movements in it. That's what they call motion background. You understand? So motion, I love using motion background because it makes it more cinematic as well. It makes it more fine instead of just a still picture. It makes it more fine, more. It makes it look film like a film setting like that. So that's how it is. So if, for example, this live here, if I want to achieve this live, I'll have to go. I'll have to go to another app. So you see, apps do help each other. You understand? For example, if I were to be working on a system, it will be very easy for me to do all these things. I'll just if I work on Photoshop, you understand? So Photoshop is very good. I create nice objects that I can lay upon my video. Nice object. That's what I see on what's it called? On so many advertisements, you see the presentations of advertisements. You see so many objects, so many custom created things. So it was actually created with another app. Then it was now featured in the video editing app. You understand? So it makes it more very, very fine and unique. So that's how it works. So this live is a rectangle. It's a rectangle, so it can actually be a rectangle. I can also simulate something like that. Do an example. Let me see. Text. I put live. Okay. Then I put it. So I put it here. Let me put it well. Okay. So I can now put a background color here. Background color for my text. So you see the background color black. For me, I want it to be red in that similitude. Red. Okay. When I put it red, you see it's almost taking like it. It's almost being like it, but that red is very, very thick. Very, very thick. Let me see what kind of a red is that. Okay, it's still okay. Let me see. The shadow is also contributing to that. Okay, so pretty much. Okay, let me see. So you see that it almost looks like it, but I didn't just get the color. So if I want to oh my, you see that? If I want to, let me see. Okay, if I want to achieve that spacing within it, let me go to the let me space it here. Let me also space it here. You can see that. So I achieved that a little by spacing it. Let me see. Let me remove the left spacing. 1, 2. What's wrong with this guy? So you can see that. So I have something like that. I achieved that with just background color. And it's usually red color that is used for a live to represent something that is live. Is a red color. So that's how it works. So more like that. Anything you can create is your video. You make it look nice according to you. You are the author of the video. So that's how it works. So you can see now I can still pan this video. I can still pan it, and that's the end position. I bring it like this. You see that. You can still pan it. But if I'm panning too much, if the video was recorded with low quality, it's gonna mess up my video. So that's how it is. So you see that MC Lively will be coming front a little. You see that? So just what I said to it. So I bring it back to the normal position that it was. So okay. So that's how it is. That's how it is. And that's how it works. Okay. I'll actually model up something. Okay. I've modded up something. Okay. So that's how it works. So for now, whatever more things you want, I can talk about it on the tutorial. So this is so you can have effects. Let me see. Effects. So you can download more effects. There are so many things you can. Okay, we also have clip graphics. We have clip graphics. See clip graphics here. Wow, I don't have much clip graphics. Okay, clip graphics, and you see what it does. That's what it does. Clip graphics. See middle. Beginning. Let me put beginning. So opening, ending. So that's what it does. Different effects. That could be. You can see there's another yellow stuff upon it. Yellow color. That yellow color is showing the presence of the clip graphics. So I can reduce it. That the clip, you see that I can reduce the duration of the presence of the clip graphics. That is the time duration for which the effect of the clip graphics should be showcased, should be expressed. You understand? So that I can decide it. So there were times I wanted it to last for just 2-3 seconds at the starting point, or at the middle, or at the end. So I can just reduce it this way. So there are many more. You can see sentimental. You can see that. So there are different modes. So it's in middle. So that's how it is. Even presentation. So there are more. You can download more. You can see there, get more. You can download more. When you have your internet on, just get to download more. Ending, that's beginning, ending. So beginning, ending. So opening. So that's how it works. More title effects, comic, you understand? Like that, you can select much more, any one you want. So stylish, yeah. So there are many more like that. So that's how it works. You see that. It's not proper for it to be on top of the stuff. So that's why I will need to edit it. Bringing it right like this. You can see that it didn't show there, but it's going to show at this point. You see that? So that's how it works. Okay, thank you very much. Whatever more thing you need help on, getting to work with KineMaster, don't hesitate to mention. So I'll just know what I'm talking about, then prepare a tutorial to speak on it. Thank you very much. So also you see this share button, this share symbol right here at the left. You see this screen here means that you can capture like a screenshot. You can screenshot that portion, the portion that is being displayed on the screen on your background. So capture and save. You can capture and save, or you capture and add as a layer. So if I want to add this as a layer, so that's it, capture, and it's added as a layer too. So those are also other functions I can use. So I can delete it. That okay, I'm not using that. So capture, I want to capture and save. When I want to capture moments of a video, of a movie, instead of the editor can help to do that. instead of how will I say it, taking pictures during the recordings. So the editor can just take pictures of like snapshots of those points, so capture and save. So it has only saved in one folder. So that's how it works. So settings, you can put your settings, editing settings, the durations, fit to screen, so all the also fade in, fade out audio. I like this one as well, fade in, fade out. So that's how it works. Thank you very much. So share button, you can see it, HD 720 pixel, like that. So the highest is 720 pixel 30. So I can now export my video. So that's how it is. Thank you very much. You see, when I export my video, you see it will go in this way. See it going this way. So that's how it works.